Okay, now let's evaluate the sine of 75 degrees using some identities. And, well, how are we going to do that? Two things. First, we need to know that sine of alpha plus beta is equal to sine of alpha cos beta plus cos alpha times the sine of beta. And second, because I personally don't want to use the calculator, if you do, it's okay, I will use special triangles in order to help me figure out the values of sine and cosine of 45 and 30, which we'll need to know. So let's say that's the 30, 60, 90 triangle. So I have 1, 2, root 3. And we have 45, 45, 90. So 1, 1, root 2. If you don't even know what these are, I'm guessing that you can just use the calculator and you can skip forward on the video. But I will use these to determine the values of sine and cosine. So without further ado, I'm going to make 45 degrees alpha, 30 degrees beta, and then just use this little identity here, this formula. So sine of 45 degrees, sine of A, right? Sine 45 degrees, times the cosine of beta, beta is 30 degrees, plus the cosine of 45 degrees, times the sine of beta, which is 30. Great. Fantastic. Now, how can I evaluate this? What is a sine of 45 degrees? I can come over here, using a different color. Let me use the blue again. 45 degrees. Sine theta is, of course, opposite over hypotenuse. The opposite of 45 is 1. The hypotenuse is root 2. And we're multiplying that by cos of 30. 30 degrees is right here. And cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. The adjacent of 30 degrees is root 3. And the hypotenuse is 2. Great. Then we have cos 45 degrees, which is going to work out to be 1 over root 2, just like sine 45. And why is that? Because, well, 45 degrees here, the adjacent's also going to be 1. Hypotenuse root 2. Great. Then finally, sine of 30 degrees. And what is the sine of 30 degrees? We can take the 30 degrees from here. Sine is opposite, which is 1, over hypotenuse, which is 2. Fantastic. Now remember one thing. 1 over root 2 can be rationalized. And I can multiply top and bottom by root 2. 1 times root 2, root 2. Root 2 times root 2, 2. So the square root of 2 over 2 is another way to write 1 over root 2. We're multiplying that by root 3 over 2. We'll do the same over here, so root 2 over 2 times 1 over 2. Alright, so once we multiply these, the square root of 2 times the square root of 3 will be square root of 6. 2 times 2, 4, down below. And we're adding, now root 2 times 1, square root of 2. 2 times 2, 4. And since we already have a common denominator of 4, we can just combine the numerators of root 6 and 2. Sorry, and root 2. And that is the final answer. Took a while. So we have the square root of 6 plus the square root of 2 over 4. And if you want to confirm, you can plug that into the calculator. Then try out sine 75 degrees. That is what you shall get. That's it.